Hey everyone! Today we're going to make a Malaysian style kurma curry with tofu and vegetables. It's super easy to make yet very flavorful. So creamy, peppery and full of spices. Before we start, we need to make a rough aromatic paste. So first we're going to need some garlic. Get 4 cloves and crush them with the back of our knife. Then peel the skin. Next we need 2 medium-sized red onions. You can also use shallots or smaller red onions. Just use more of them. Chop them roughly. The last thing we need is some ginger, about an inch of it. Peel the skin then slice into thin pieces. We can blend this in a food processor or a spice grinder, but I think it will taste a lot better in a mortar and pestle. It's a little bit time consuming, but it breaks up the aromatics in an organic way and allows for more essential oils and flavor to escape. Start pounding the ginger pieces first as they're the hardest to break down. Then slowly add the other aromatics bit by bit until crushed to a rough texture like this. To begin cooking, let's heat a pot on the stove and add some oil. Then we need some whole spices. 2 star anise, 1 cinnamon stick, 4 cardamom pods and 2 cloves. Strip in the leaves from 2 stalks of curry leaves. Heat through until they're fragrant, then we can add our pounded aromatics. Fry briefly until they turn translucent and lightly caramelized. Next we need some kurma powder. I'm using the one from Baba's. This is not sponsored, I just want to show you what it looks like. This kurma powder is made with a blend of dried spices. If you can't find this where you live, you can make your own kurma spice mix. We need 50 grams of this powder. Pour half a cup of water or 125 ml in here and stir together. If it's a bit dry, just top it up with a bit more water and mix well to combine. Season with the vegetable stock cube and some salt. Let it cook until it dries down or you start seeing the oil separate at the top. While waiting, let's chop our vegetables. Oh, don't forget to give this video a like. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Malaysian recipes just like this one. Peel up potatoes and chop them into cubes. These are 2 large potatoes. You could also use 3 small ones. Set them aside and let's chop a medium-sized carrot into chunks. If some are big, cut them in half so they're roughly the same size. Once the paste has dried down, add all the potatoes and the carrots. Pour in 1.5 cups of water or 375 ml. Mix everything well and make sure all the vegetables are submerged. Leave to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes for the potatoes to cook. In the meantime, let's cut up some tofu. I'm using frozen and thawed firm tofu. Feel free to use any other kind of tofu that you like. Then get 2 ripe tomatoes and cut them into smaller pieces like this. We're also going to need 1 yellow onion. Peel then cut into chunky pieces. Once the potatoes are fork tender, add an asam keping piece or a tamarind slice. Then we can add the yellow onions and the chopped tomatoes. I know I say this in almost every video, but I really need to get a bigger pot. When the tomatoes have softened a bit, we can add our tofu chunks. Watch me attempt to mix them into this tiny pot. I considered changing pots, but we're already here. Lastly, pour in 200 ml of coconut cream. Try to stir it in without spilling the kurma everywhere. Nestle some red chilies and green bird's eye chilies for color and give it one last simmer. Serve it hot with a side of white rice. If you have any leftovers, it'll taste even better the next day. And that's our masak kurma done. For more Malaysian recipes, watch this video next and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.